So I believe everybody know a lot about money. So first of all, let's try to have a little bit review about the currencies in the UK. So first of all, in our daily life, where we have a lot of currencies, we want to talk about the coins, which are the little mental coins we have, will be round and round or different shapes, or the paper money, or we call the notes. So for example, I know one of the coin will be 1 pence. Well, does anybody know the other coins? Can you try to type the number of the coin in the chat box? Okay, everybody can see the chat box at the bottom. You will see chat. Click it and you can type the number in the chat box. Okay, so I will see whether everybody got some ideas. You can ask your mom and dad to help you find the chat box, and let's find the different currencies in the UK. Very good, Remy. So we got 5 pence as well. Great job. I will do that in order. Okay, so I can see a lot of 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence. Very good. Do we have some other different coins? Here's 1p. That's great. So I have 20p as well. Some larger ones. Do we have some larger ones? Okay, so we have 2 pounds. That's great. So if we got a large one, we have 50 pence, 2 pounds, and 1 pound. Very good, Molly. So great job to help me find the last coin. Well, just a little reminder to everybody, when we try to have the pound sign, it will be in front of the number, okay? So 1 pound, the pound sign will in the front, and 2 pounds, so that's the same. We'll put it in the front. Well, for the pence, we'll put it at the back of the number. Okay, so these are the coins we know. How about the notes? Let's say paper money. It looks like a paper, rectangular paper. What is the smallest amount of notes we have? That's great, Remy. Remember to swap the pound sign and the number. Very good. We have £5 and we got £10. Any other different notes? £5 notes. That's great. £20. Exactly. We do not have 15, but we got 20 and 50. Very good. So we got 50, which is the last kind of notes we have. Okay, so if we are trying to figure out the money problem, we first need to know what kind of money do we have in our daily life. And also, when we have the money problems, we need to know, we can take a look of the notes or the coin to know the exact amount. So let's take a look at our first question. So here, I'm going to give everybody 3 different coins. Let's try to read the question carefully. What 3 coins need to be added to make a total of £2 and 37 pence? So as everybody seeing here, what do we want? 3 coins. And we are going to add the 3 coins to make a total of £2 and 37 pence. So after you read the question, you need to know exactly what are the important informations we need. Okay, so this time, 3 coins, write it up. We have 3, 1, 2, 3 coins, and we want to add it to these 3 monies and make a total. Well, in this case, can everybody try to help me find how much money do I have in total on the top? Also, if we want to know the total amount, we also need to know exactly what kind of money do we have here, right? That's great. I got some ideas. Somebody give me change it to pence. That's a great job. Well, any other different ideas? When we have £2, that's great, Max. Okay, so when we have this money, well, first of all, since everybody have learned how to write it in decimals, right? We can also write it in decimals as well. For example, we have £2. We just write £2. 10 pence, 10 pence. 2 pence is 2 pence here. So when we have the decimal point, we will just write it as 2.12, which means £2 and 12 pence. Or we can write it the same form we have in the question. As we see, we have divide the pound sign and the pence sign separately and use an and to connect them. So we are going to write it as £2 and 12 pence. So after you write down the total amount of money you got in the picture, can you try to compare the money we want and the money we have? What are the differences between them? Can everybody try to help me find the differences between £2 and 37 pence and £2 and 12 pence? That's great, Max. Super speedy. So we'll have the two parts. First, compare pound with pound. We find they are exactly the same. So we do not need to care about the pound. We just take a look at the pence. So we have 37 pence and 12 pence. So we just need to find 37 pence, take away 12 pence, which will give us 25 pence. Now the question have changed to, what are the three coins make a total of 25 pence? Everybody see the logic? We try to compare the difference, find the difference, and change our goal to find three coins, add up to 25 pence. That's the amount we should add to the total. So leave it to everybody. Can all of you try to have a look to help me find what is the three coins can make up a total of 25 coins? That's great, Remy. Very nice. Try to help me find the first point. What else do we need? So think about all of the coins you got. Find the three of them make a total of 25. That's great. Okay, see, some of you already give me the good idea. Let's see. When you have a 25 pence, does it say we cannot use the same kind of coins? It doesn't. So which means you can try to use same kind of coins to make a total of 25, right? So let's see. When we have 10 pence, well, that's great. And a lot of you have got the idea. We have two 10 pence already give us a 20, and we just need another 5. That's it. So we will find the final answer should be 10 pence, 10 pence, 5 pence, because the question is asking what three coins. So we cannot tell the examiner we have 25 pence. We should tell them exactly what are the three coins we have. So in this question, what are the logics can help us find the answer? First of all, we are going to read the question carefully and find what is the exact question we are going to figure out. That is our goal. Find the goal, find the question, then solve the question. Second, since we want the amount, we need to see what do we have already in our purse, right? So we need to add up all of the coins to see what do we have. That's all of the coins. Then try to find the difference between the money we already have and the money we want. Then lastly, try to think about all of the coins to make the difference. Okay, so these are the logics you need when you have the money, the pictures in the question. Well, this is the first one. Let's have a look for a different kinds of question. Well, this one would be easy. I will just leave it to everybody as the homework. Okay, so I will try to have a look of a word problem so that everybody can see clearly about how can we solve out a question like a word problem. So as everybody see here, we have a word problem. The first thing we need to do with the word problem is read the question. Okay, I know some of you are very good at doing word problem, so just try to figure out the number directly, but be careful when you have a word problem, read it first. So we have Tim buys 2 exercise books. So you got the number, circle it. He pays with a £20 note and received £1, £13 and 40 pence in change. And what is the cost of one exercise book? Okay, so this is how we got a lot of different kinds of money. So we need to figure out what we can do with this question. Here's a very interesting idea everybody can use. When you have a word problem, you can always try to draw a picture to help you understand it. For example, when I have this word problem, I want to know, first of all, Tim got 2 exercise books. So I will just draw these 2 exercise books. They should be exactly the same. And then I pay a £20 note. So I give this £20 note to the cashier to buy these 2 books. Then I will get a £13 and 40 pence as the change. So what's the relationship between them? We are going to pay the 20 to the 2 exercise book and got the change. So the money we paid, take away the cost of all of the items, will give us the change. So that is the relationship we have. And after that, we can figure out what is the cost of 2 exercise books. Well, can everybody have a try to help me find that? Remember to put 2 pound sign in front of the 4. Okay, otherwise it will be too crowded. That's great. Remy, help me find the number. Well, very quick. But you need to double check the pound. Remy, have a try again. Okay, so I have the amount here. That's great. Let's have a try together. I got £20. Take away £13 and 40 pence. Well, I have learned the column thing to help us do it, right? But we won't do the column thing this time. We're going to use pound take away pound, pence take away pence. But the special thing is, when we got the £20, we do not have the pence section. So we can add the zeros here, which means there is no pence for the £20. So what we can do, let's try to do pence take away pence. So we would get no pence take away 40. Of course, that's not enough. So what we will do is try to take away £1, change it to 100 pence. That's enough. So let's do 100 pence take away 40 pence, which will be 60 pence. And for the pound sign, pound take away pound, we got £19 left over, take away £13. So we are going to have £6, which means the cost of the 2 books will be £6 and 60 pence. Be careful when you write down the £6 and 60 pence. No pence sign at the end, just the pound sign at the very beginning. So can I say the answer is £6 and 60 pence? Is that the final answer? Actually not. Why? Because the question is asking 1 exercise book. But what did we figure out? That's 2 exercise books. So what we need to do is try to think about what are the 2 same numbers added up equals to £6 and 60 pence. But this time, everybody will see, since we have 2 parts, pound and pence, we can try to separate them. As you see, when we try to find a half of 6, is that easy? Yeah, half of 6 is 3. So we can just have £3. We have a 60 pence. What is a half of 60? Well, half of 60 will be 30. So we will find 1 exercise book will be £3, 30 pence, and £3, 30 pence. That's it. Okay, so when you try to figure out the questions, everybody see, what do we have? First of all, always try to read the question carefully. Then you can try to draw a picture to help you understand what do you get in the question. Well, that will make your question in an easier way to see in an easier way. So find the relationships between different parts, and to find our goal, what are we going to figure out first? Well, be careful. What is the question is asking? It is asking 1 exercise book. So remember, I have to use the relationship to figure out the cost of 2 books. We are going to divide it by 2. If you find the division is hard, try to do that part by part. Half the pound sign part first and half the pence part. So that is what we are going to do with the word problem. Okay, so this is what we have for it. Well, you are going to get quite similar questions in the practice, so have to try to follow the steps. Okay, and also let's try to have a little bit try for the next question. Let me try to see this one. Maybe everybody can have a look as well. Well, this is not a very typical questions, but it will help us practice our logical to solve out this question. First of all, what we should do? Read the question. Okay, so everybody try to read the question in front of the screen loudly with me together. Okay, so this time we have Emily has 3 coins, which are different. What is the difference between the largest total amount of money she could have with these 3 coins and the smallest total amount of money she could have with these 3 coins? Wow, it seems the second sentence is quite long. It is 2 lines, just one sentence. So let's try to figure out what do we have in the question. You see, when it is hard to understand the question, draw pictures to help you. Well, let's take a look together. This time, we got 3 coins. They are all different. So we are going to have draw it out. 3 coins. And then, what should we do? We should define the difference. Okay, what's the difference? The difference between the largest total amount of the 3 coins, okay, and the smallest total of the 3 coins. So first of all, we are going to find the 2 things. One is the total, but the largest total. The second, we need to find the total again, but the smallest total. And then we should find the differences between them. So that is what the question wants us to do. But as you see, we have a lot of part to figure out. Let's do that step by step. So we're going to take a look of the largest total of the 3 coins. How can I find 3 coins with the largest total? Well, does anybody got some ideas? I think I do got some ideas here. Does anybody would like to have a try? The largest total, how do I find that? Well, let's imagine if I have a lot of coins, can I just say I add 1p plus 1p plus 1p? Well, it'd be the largest total. It's impossible. And this time, if I try to add 3 different coins, can I add 1p and 2p and 5p? Well, it'd be the largest total. No, because all of them are very small. So if we want the largest total, what's the important thing? We want all of the 3 coins to be the largest coins we can have. Does it make sense to everybody? Okay, so if we want the largest total, try to find all of the largest coins. Let's try to think about it. Maybe some of you will say, how about let's try to make all of them to be largest. £2 plus £2 plus £2. That is the largest kind of coins I can got. Can I have £2 plus £2 plus £2? No. Why? Because the question said we must want different 3 coins. So one of it might be £2. That's great. But when you try to have this second coin, we must have a different. So we need to think about what is the second largest kind of coin we can get. But after £2, we are going to have £1. That's great. After £1, we are going to have 50 pence. That are the 3 largest kind of coins we can have. So for some of you who tried £6, that's great. You're thinking about the largest kind of a coin, but be careful, they must be different. Okay, so can everybody try to have try to help me find the largest total here? Okay, we can put all of the pounds together, and the pence. Well, you can try to put it as pound and pence first, and then we can try to do the calculation. Okay, and so similarly, when we try to move on to the smallest kind of coins, everybody think about it. If we want to do the smallest total, what should I have? Can I have £2, £2, £2? No. This time I want the smallest. So the coins I'm looking for will be the smallest coins. So what are the 3 smallest coins we can get? Okay. Can I have 1 pence and 1 pence and 1 pence? No, this time we want different kind of coins. So we're going to have 1 pence, that's definitely be the smallest kind of coins. And followed by 2 pence, that's it. Very good. And then we're going to have 5 pence. Okay, so let's try to calculate. This time it will be much more easier, which will be 8 pence in total. Okay, and we have out the largest total and the smallest total is at the end. Not yet, because we want to find the difference between them. So do not forget, at the end, we need to do the subtraction. So since this time we have 3 pounds and 50 pence as the largest total, we take away the 8 pence, okay, which will be, since this time we do not have pound, we will just leave the pound here. Pound with pound. Any pence left over? That's great. We can write it as 3 pounds and 42 pence, or you can put it to decimal. That's definitely okay. 3 pounds and 42 pence. Wonderful job. Well done, everybody. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. As you see, we get very few numbers in the question, but actually we need to find a lot of different kinds of coins. So it means you should be very good at all of kinds of coins you got and to know the very important logic. When we want the largest total, find largest coins add up together. When you find the smallest total, find smallest coins add up together. Okay, so that is what we have for today. Well, so I think these 3 questions it would be a little bit challenging, but not quite a lot. But what I'm going to give to everybody at the practice will be quite challenge. So if you have some ideas about these questions, you can try to send your ideas to me or Miss Chloe, and we love to help you to solve out these questions. And also, if you find you a little bit confused about some of the solutions, feel free to discuss it with us. Okay, so I'm going to send these questions to you. Some of them quite challenge, I have to say. So if you need some help, feel free to tell me or tell Chloe. Okay, so that is what we have for today, money problems. And have a try for the practice. Looking forward to receive it from everybody. Well, so that's it for today. And if everybody do not have any questions, I will call it a day, and then everybody can feel free to have a break or send the practice to our group chat. Have a try after this session. Okay, so that's it for money problem, and I will see you next week in our new sessions. Okay, thank you everybody for coming today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.